This is my 4-year transformation journey. My journey started back in 2017, right after I graduated college with a degree in exercise science and kinesiology. I wasn't quite sure what I was doing, what goals I wanted to achieve, or even what workouts to put together, but I knew that I wanted to get started. I was training without purpose, not knowing the correct form, the correct weight, or even which exercises I should be doing to target a certain muscle group. And you can obviously tell in my workouts that I had no clue what was going on in the gym. And this is what I look like as a result of that. So I made it a goal to get more comfortable in the gym, to learn and to master this new skill that I had just learned. So I started training myself. I started doing outdoor workouts, playing around with different forms of squats, and honestly just challenging myself and pushing myself to new limits every day. I was very much still in my beginning stages, and only a little bit of progress was being made. I was doing way too much cardio, and I wasn't lifting enough weights, and really not even truly eating enough. As a result, I started to look like this. As shown earlier, not much changes. I started to do more leg workouts as well. I would like to record my videos, track my progress. As you see here, again, nothing but squats, lots of cardio, and that's all I really started to do. So I started to switch it up a bit. I started to go back into the gym. I did more ab exercises. I did more pull-ups. I did everything outside of legs. And as you can see here, I started to get a little bit more muscle definition in my back. My strength increased. My muscular endurance increased. I was able to lift a lot more than before. Again, I'm still not really training with a purpose at this time, but I knew that what I was doing was starting to work. I just didn't know why or how to keep it going. As you see here, I started to gain a little bit of weight all over. I started lifting heavier in my squats. My form was completely wrong. I was too focused on going heavy and not really on form, and that's a huge mistake on my part. I actually ended up hurting my knee, so I definitely don't recommend that you focus on the weight. Definitely focus on your form first and then add weight as you start to get stronger. Trust me, you don't want to do what I did. As you see here, it is a complete struggle and it is so not worth it. This is what I looked like at the end of 2017 and the beginning of 2018. I started to understand fitness a little bit more and understand my journey and what I wanted. My form was so much better in all of my exercises. I learned what hip thrusts were, and I learned that in order to grow my glutes, I needed to not focus on squat but more on hip thrusts. But as you can see here, my form is a lot better. The weight is lighter, and that is what matters the most. Once I started understanding the gym a little bit more, I took it back outside and I started playing around with plyometric movements, body weight movements, and just overall learning what my body could do and what I was capable of. Again, adding in that cardio, which was probably a mistake on my end looking back, but it definitely helped me to lean out a bit. As you can see here, I started to gain muscle mass in my legs and in my glutes, and I was really starting to be happy with my size. However, I didn't like what came with weight gain. I absolutely hid behind the waist trainer 24/7 because as a result of gaining weight, you also gain weight in your stomach. And I just didn't like the way that looked for me. Like, I constantly hid behind the waist trainer. And looking back, I just wish I would have embraced every stage of my journey instead of trying to hide it, because that is just what comes with it. And we are beautiful in all stages of our journey. It doesn't matter where you start, where you're trying to go, you have to embrace it. And that's what I should have done. So I would take a lot of videos to record like my waist journey. Like I just wanted to get rid of all the back rolls, all the back fat. And I mean, it is what it is. Like, I learned to love myself, and this is what I looked like in the middle of 2018, towards the end, also going into 2019. I still wasn't where I really wanted to be, so I started focusing on legs a lot more. I just really wanted to grow my legs and my glutes, and I just started going crazy in the gym. I'm talking leg extensions. I started learning what resistance training was. Any chance I could get, I was adding a band in there. And overall, I just was challenging myself to new limits every day, pushing myself, like hitting new PRs, lifting heavier weights. I just wanted to hit my goals so bad. 2018 was definitely a year to remember for me. That is when I truly learned that I could really do anything that I put my mind to. Like, no matter what my goal was, whether it's physical or anything that's non-physical, I could achieve it if I really wanted to. The weights definitely increased in the gym. Every day, Monday through Friday, I was working out and just challenging my muscles. I made sure to stick also with upper body workouts. I was focused on legs, but I also made sure to train other body parts as well, because you never want to neglect any particular body part. So all of these exercises that you see here, I'm still focused on my arms, whether I'm holding the weight, anything that's like biceps, that's shoulders, that's triceps. Like, I made sure to target every muscle group possible. I started doing more ab workouts because I wanted to have those 11 line abs. I wanted to have a defined midsection, and it started to pay off. The results were truly amazing, and at this point I really started to fall in love with the journey and the process in itself. Like, I was just so obsessed with what I was becoming. However, as a result, like I told you, I started to gain weight, and I just didn't like some parts of that. So because of that, I started to add in more cardio, because again, I wanted to target that back fat, those back rolls. Like, but you know, at the time I didn't really truly understand that that's what comes with it, and I didn't want to embrace it. So as you see here, I started hiding behind the waist trainer again, and I just really wish that I would have embraced that part of my journey. So I'm telling you all who want to gain weight, embrace it, love it. Like, it is what it is. That's a part of the journey, and it's natural. So fast forward to 2020, we kind of just skipped through 2019, but this is the beginning of 2020, right before COVID hit, and I was still focused on achieving all of my goals. Aesthetically, everything started to come together more. As you see here, I was more confident, and I started doing more core exercises. I stopped wearing the waist trainer as often, and I felt beautiful at this stage in my journey. Like, I felt more confident. You could even see it on camera. Like, I was just so willing to take more videos, and look at those gains, y'all. Y'all see the progress. So also, I want to point out that, remember, the beginning of this video started at 2017. We are now into 2020. Okay, and for those that think that, you know, changes can happen in 2 weeks, they don't. Like, it takes time. So just trust the process and stay consistent. So once the quarantine was over and I started to go back to the gym, as you see here, I did gain a little bit of weight, but I did manage to keep on that muscle mass. So as a result, I increased my cardio a bit. I would just do short little sprints here and there. I would just do bursts of cardio, like these jump squats, just to like get my fat back down. And this is now into 2021. I am the happiest that I have ever been throughout my entire journey. I stopped focusing on aesthetic goals, and I just started training for strength and just to feel good about myself. Like, I started to switch up my workouts. I do a lot more full body workouts now. I'm less focused on legs and glutes, and more just, you know, enjoying the journey and enjoying the process and falling in love with the gym and my body and just learning what I can do. So this is what I look like now. I am leaner, I am curvier, I am stronger. I am in love with everything about myself. And that is the ultimate goal when it comes to our fitness journey. Like, you want to achieve goals that make you happy. Don't worry about what the next person says or what people say you should look like or anything like that. Like, train for you and train for what you want overall, because at the end of the day, you are the only person that matters to you. You are your biggest priority. So whatever makes you happy, do that. Don't worry about how she looks. Don't worry about attaining somebody else's goals, because all of our bodies are different. All of our bodies react to different exercises a certain way. Like, nobody looks the same as the next person. You will not look like me, and I will not look like you. Fall in love with the journey, and the rest will fall into place. So I hope this video has helped you understand my journey a little bit better. Just know that it does take time. Don't rush the process, and it can get frustrating, but just stay consistent and it all works out, I promise. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you liked it. I will see you all in the next one.